Welcome back subscribers and hello YouTube viewers. On this occasion we're off to the Yarra Junction Railway Station and the Upper Yarra Museum. It is located in Victoria, Australia and only 65 kilometres or 40 miles east of Melbourne. The museum located at the railway station was opened in 1972 with a small collection of locally donated pieces of machinery, household goods of all description. It has since grown its collection to include historical displays about the gold rush era, farming, sawmilling, forestry, railway and timber tramway. Additionally, the museum has a collection of historical buildings including the 1890s railway cottage, workers' huts from the Upper Yarra Dam construction period, the Powelltown police station and the old Yarra Junction jail lockup. So without further ado, let's check out the sights and sounds of this museum and the railway station. So here we are at the Upper Yarra Valley Historical Society, and this is their museum. Let's go have a look. Now once again, all the references and credits and the links to this railway station as well as the Upper Yarra Museum will be left in the description below. So this railway line, I guess sometimes I hear it called a tram line, was really just for the timber industry. This is terrific. Look at that thing. It's basically a tractor with railway wheels. Very good. Get you out of the sun so you get a bit of view. That's better. Fordson. I'm pretty sure that was once a tractor. There it is at work at Powelltown. I think I did a video of that not all that long ago. Great little town. A timber town. All these tools look like really heavy duty, and it really looks like a lot of physical work or physical muscle was required. Pulling these saws through timber that's probably bigger than a human in diameter. That's hard work. I hope they were rewarded accordingly, but I can't see today's generation doing it. And plus we've got chainsaws and whatnot to make life a little bit easier. So this must be the old station, the railway station. The platform. Now I do believe that even though the primary role of these stations was to deliver timber or cut trees to mills, it was also part of the passenger service as well. I do like these people who have got the skill to carve these sculptures. It's terrific. Ollie the Owl, it's called. So here we are along the platform. We'll have a look in here next. Now, having spoken to the gentleman at the entry, door run by volunteers, there is a small fee to get in and to have a look around, and it's just to help with the upkeep. I guess this is where you got your ticket. Very good. A lot of old photos. Now I do believe this is only opened on a Wednesday and a Sunday from 10 till 4. Now, if you can recall Aspro being sold in such a small cardboard container, you're giving away your age. So it's good, at least they've got a good collection of things in the immediate area and district. I'm not going too fast. So will I assume that this was built in 1888? Here's some photos of the Lilydale Railway Station, Yarra Junction Railway Station, and another one of the Yarra Junction from a different angle. Very good. Now, I just have to reiterate, this is not just about the railway station and the railway line. This covers all the history for the district. So you've got the CFA here, sporting events, there is absolutely a great catalogue of things on show. There's your caboose. Well, I have to stand corrected. It's not a caboose, it's a guard's van. There's all your details. If you want to press pause, do so. And you can get all the finer details about the guard's van. Now I'm assuming that's a school bell from a school that has closed. Oh yeah, I am correct. Now I can tell you that I sat, when I was at primary school, at a desk very similar to that. And when we went up a year, the teachers would give us a little bit of sandpaper, not a lot, just a little bit, and we'd sand the tops of the lids, these parts just here, and have it fresh for ourselves for that year. Very good. The blackboard. That blackboard seems a little bit too new with the alphabet along the top there. Our school never had that. That's too trendy. Here we have some tools on display. And a bit of a wind chime, I guess. Not sure if it'd make any noise unless they're going to clang it together. Very good. Now we've got these two buildings here. One's the Yarra Junction lockup. So if you got yourself in a bit of trouble, this is where the police would put you. And next door is the Paltown police station. It doesn't seem much bigger. It doesn't look all that comfortable for the police officers either. We'll have a look at both. So there's your Yarra Junction lockup, and if we look at this little notice here, it does say that from the late 1850s, police lockups were established in many small towns to hold a prisoner prior to a court hearing or as a form of overnight punishment. I'm assuming a lot of the times the people would be just simply drunk and they'd get locked up. Very interesting. This particular one we're looking at dates back to the 1870s. So there you go. Now this is the Powelltown, police station. It's not much better, really. No windows. So I'm not really sure of its purpose. You'd have to have the door open to get any air in, because as you can see there is no windows whatsoever. Even with the lockup, you've got vented areas, but the police station does not, which is quite interesting. So this is the back of the railway station, which is now the museum. Nice old building. Some farming machinery. And the one in the middle there doesn't particularly look all that old, only because I'm looking at the wheel. The rear wheel looks quite modern, as in it takes air. And was it used as a bulldozer of sorts? Let's find out. Oh, this is how they found it. Wow. Okay. It's a loader bucket, front end loader bucket it's called. I think that would have been homemade, that one. Very good. So here we have some more farming machinery. The good thing about this museum, you can wander around on your own. There's enough information as per little like little A4 displays, and tells you a little bit about what you might be looking at. Now I have been through a number of towns now, and by chance you might come across an old shed that's open, and there might be some equipment very similar to this, sort of slowly rusting away, and I wonder if it's worthwhile, those sort of items, instead of just sitting there, being offered to these types of museums. This looks like some sort of harvester. Very good. I wonder if this went around collecting all the milk from the local farmers. Massey Ferguson. I think a popular one is grey in colour, older than these two, but definitely grey in colour, or maybe that green one is older than what I'm thinking it is. I was going to say, is it a John Deere? Whenever I see something green, I think it's a John Deere type product. Now they definitely have their fair share of tractors here, so if you're into tractors, this is a place to come. No idea what that thing is there. Is it the crushed stone or something? I have no idea. But it does look absolutely heavy duty. Is it to make cement? I don't know. Is it for gold prospecting? No idea either. Okay. So here we have a 1900s railway cottage. So we will go inside this railway cottage. We'll check it out, see what we see. So the little message here tells us this is an example of one of the standard cottage designs that the railway department utilised to accommodate station staff. This one dates back to the 1880s and was first used as a gatekeeper's cottage near Frankston. So they transplanted it here. In 1905, the house was transported to here for use as a station master's residence. So the gatekeeper did all right in Frankston, and then the station master, which you would have thought was up there in the hierarchy of things, got a hand-me-down. It's quite interesting. Oh, this is nice. Wow. Not a bad place for the station master or the gatekeeper. Very nice. So it's just definitely a family home. Important sign right there. If you've got kids, it's very hard to do. They want to touch everything. So you've got a bedroom here. This must be the kitchen. Yep. So if you think you're having issues with your ovens or your hot plates, check out the one they used back in the day. Wow. You're going to have to stoke the fire before you've got anything happening. And what would this be? Oh yeah, needlepoint. Needlepoint's something you don't see too often, yet it was a big thing with young ladies. I think it was one of those things that they did to show their, I guess, skills at knitting or needlepoint or whatever you want to call it. From my understanding, a lot of the times they'd be making their own clothes, and they'd be one of the skills was to be able to do all that needlework. I like the idea of this hot water unit. Once again, you'd stoke a little fire. Not sure how the water comes in and then comes out at the top. There you go. Very good. They've done really well. This museum's got a lot of items on display. Just terrific. So I'm assuming this must be the master bedroom here. Yeah. Okay. Now, somehow I think they wouldn't have had a maid. Well, maybe. But I highly doubt it. There I am in the background. If you want to have a quiet run or a walk around here, I think Wednesday's the go. There's only about 3 or 4 people here at the moment. It is midday. And you get to have a bit of a wander around, which is just lovely. So as you can see, the platform went a long way. Here's another worker's shed of some sort. I think this has got a lot to do with gold prospecting. Now I can tell you there is a path that runs right along and next to the museum, and that's now part of the rail trail for cyclists, joggers and walkers. So once again I'm down back to that shed that's next to the platform at the back of the station, and we're going to have a look at what's in here. I believe it to be a what do you call it, a blacksmith shed. I'll put the camera through. It's locked up, but I can put my arm in with the camera. And yes, it very much looks like a well, not necessarily a blacksmith shed, but maybe to repair some of the machinery for the railways as well. There you go. Very interesting. We'll go have a look at the back here, have a closer look. Now this has all got to do with the gold mining in the area and fossicking. A river of gold. Somehow I think you had to really work for it to get that gold. I don't think it was just that easy for some of these mining prospectors. I don't think it was an easy life. Okay. So there's your guard's carriage again. As you can see, there's two cyclists have rocked in with their electric bikes. Great idea, because there is that rail trail that runs right along to most of those towns that are on display there on the right hand side. Well, it's not windy, so I will get the drone up and get a bird's eye view of this place. It's a good idea. Bring your dog here, get a bowl of water for it, let it have a drink as well. Very good. So here we are nearing the end of this video or presentation, and I hope you enjoyed it. The real goal here was to get people to have a look and maybe inspire you to come out and see for yourself. I didn't want to go into too much detail on what's available, but just give you an idea if you did make the effort to come out here. There is a rail trail for hikers and people on bicycles, and I can confirm there were quite a lot of people on bikes buzzing past. If you did like the video, by all means, click on that like button or that thumbs up icon. Please consider subscribing. Subscribing does not cost you 1 cent and it helps out the channel immensely. But most importantly, stay safe, commute safe, and have a great day.